Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. Just hit the record button in traffic. But I wanted to talk about those protests, the ICE, ICE enforcement. What is it called? Immigration custom enforcement. Those are all cover-ups for what these programs that they have out there, ICE, Homeland Security, so on and so forth, the military. These are all mercenaries, man. Mercenaries. These are guys are hired by the private banking industry to go in and do their wicked work. And this is who is coming. This is modern day slavery that's going down right now with the Latino tribes, man. Because if you think about who run this country, man, who's running this country, man, it's the banking families, man. And they're the ones that are, people think it's Trump that's enforcing these things. Trump is only doing what he's told. Trump is given a playbook and he's following the script. This is nothing Trump is coming out with himself and he's gonna show you this. No, Trump is bought and paid for, man. And these are the things from these elites, man, the banking families, the DuPonts, so on and so forth. What did Aaron Russo say when he said they wanted everybody chipped? It's the world leaders, the world owners, and it's reports coming out that some of these immigrants that the ICE is apprehending or kidnapping, some of them are getting chipped. And what did Aaron Russo say? Total control. They want total control over the people. So if they chipping up the people, they want total control. These people are basically their slaves at this, pretty much slaves if they're being chipped up. So basically, this is slavery all over again, man. This guy is trying to bring back the slavery again to the tribes, man. He's going back in his playbook and pulling out this old playbook to try to make you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans back into slaves. And you so-called blacks, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, don't you think for 1 second it's not going to come onto you, because it is. This is on its way. These men that they disguise the name under ICE, immigration, enforcement, whatever they got them as, immigration, custom enforcement. This is all a fake name. This is all a front. Because literally, these men are mercenaries. They work for a private, and it's not nothing to do with the government. They work for the private elites of this country, man. The banking families. These who they work for. And they're doing what they used to do back in slavery. They come in, we don't have no might against these people. That's why what's going on, you got these protests that people want to try to, stop what's going on, but they don't have no might in their hand. Only thing they can do is protest. And what these mercenaries and the elites of this world gonna do is gonna clamp down even more on these people. And it's gonna be a normalcy thing to see ICE come in and raid somebody's house and so on and so forth. They normalizing this right now, man, because this thing is going to get hot and heavy. So this is not what you think it is. This is not President Trump pulling them strings and telling them this, do that, and this and that and the third. Trump is giving an order to go out and do the things that he is doing. You got to think, first and foremost, is the owners of this country who are barking out these orders to Trump and so on and so forth. So this thing is going to get hot and heavy. Martial law is definitely on the way, and the RFID chip. Well, we all know that, but we telling you people that don't know, that's still on the fence. Rather you hear from there. This guy this is his craftiness, man. Like it says in Micah, in the book of Micah, they work evil upon their beds. And that's talking about your rich elite of this world that want this to come down, man. This is their program. And I think I heard one of those, I don't know if it was a politician or somebody up there, up in the know with these elites, said that these immigrants that are getting detained, they're detaining them like Amazon packages, roughly paraphrasing what I heard. And you know what Amazon packages are for? They're for selling. So these people are being booked to be sold if they got an RFID chip in them. So you got to understand, where are they going with these people, man? Something is really sinister over, what the people can see, because if they got an RFID chip, they got these people, and they got them detained like Amazon packages. That means they selling them to the highest bidder, man. This was what's going down. This is slavery all over again, man. This is the same way they came in and took the slaves back in the day. When they're slaves, they come in and rush in and split the family apart, so on and so forth. It's the same playbook coming over again, man. But only it's going on to the Latino tribes now. And it'll soon come over to you so-called blacks, you so-called the tribe of Judah. We warned you people that these things were coming, man, and now they're here right on your doorsteps. And yeah, this is that devil. These are mercenaries, man. These are people working for the private. They're not doing nothing according to your constitution or the politician, whatever they got. Whatever they got these people thinking that this is a government thing. This is not no government thing. This is a private entity. The bankers, the rich elites. These are hired mercenaries to go in and do what they're doing. And they're doing it, man. They're doing the old work back in the day of slavery, man. Coming in, splitting up families, hauling people off. You don't know where they're going. And if the story is true about they are being chipped, that means they are slaves. They're property, man. They're a property now. That's a brand. That's a mark. That's a what they call a stamp. You know what I'm saying? So they're property now, man. These are slaves. So this is a modern day slavery all over again, man. If this is the case that they're taking these people and taking them and going to get them chipped, we're back into the slavery mark now, man. They bringing it back, man. They trying to offset prophecy now, man. They trying to bring us back to offset prophecy, man. Bring us back in that old back into that sleep, man, that deep sleep. And then they're gonna do it by trying to kill majority of us that don't bow down to the New World Order. So this thing is not over, man, not by a long shot. This is only warming up, man. These people know that they got a short time, so they're gonna bring wrath amongst the people, especially the Israelites, man. We are here, man. They definitely coming after the men of the Lord that know who they are. And they definitely coming after us. That is definitely coming, man. And they're gonna use that same policy with ICE to use that same thing to come after people that speak out against the government, that don't bow down to the government, that have this what they call the black Hebrew Israelites. These are all on their radar that they're going to come after. They're going to use the same policy that they're using to go after these immigrants, to come after you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that are in this truth we're in now. They're coming after us, man. They are coming. So don't think twice that everything is all on the Latino tribes. No, this is gearing up to come after the men of the Lord first and foremost, but it's going to go, everybody's going to get a shake up, really. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to get shooken up. But they're going to come after us, man. The ones that's on the highways and byways putting up videos and condemning this place and telling the people who he really is, who is the devil. We're telling you all these people who this devil is. Now he's getting ready to come up to get us. You know, those, what would they would call those what they would call trigger words, whatever you roughly trigger words, like coming up against these words like what they call homegrown teas, things of that nature. It's coming up to a whole lot time high. Because Trump, he just recently had a new group of military personnel that he what they call that, I can't think of the word, man. I'm lost in words. I was just looking at the video that he you know, after their graduation, they give that speech, and during the speech, the words that he said, that you will obey your presidents against terrorist violence overseas and homegrown. So what they're going to call us, they already labeled us as terrorists. So that's the next thing that's getting ready to come up, man. They're coming after us, man. So gird up your loins and be ready, man. This thing is getting real serious, man. So these people that they call ICE, what they think is some government enforcement, and what they're not. These are private mercenaries hired by these banking families to do the will of the will that their will to bring in the new world order, man. You know, and a lot of brothers already know this, but you know, this is what it really is, man. It's not no government agency. Your United States has been hijacked for these people that think, you know, they still got rights. They're still living under the same banner of, you know, the United States back in the days when their mom and dad was living under. That thing is gone, man. Your country has been hijacked by pirates, pretty much, man. And they're coming in to do some real devious shit, man. So, yeah. You know, and you're gonna look up this guy named Stephen Miller, who's a fucking devil, who's a fucking complete demon, a true Edomite, a true Esau, Idumean. This nigga is. You go look up his track record, man. This guy is a complete fucking demon, and this guy is the one that's pushing these immigration laws, which was handed down to him. This is nothing he's doing. This is handed by the elites of this world. Though they use his face as he's the one that's really, he just shares some of the same ideals that the elites of this world have, and they have the power to push the strings, because he don't, because they can easily just tell him to go kick rocks and get the fuck out of here, because he's, you know, he's just a tool of the so-called white, the elites of this world. Yes, he's have hatred towards you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But his power comes from the elites of this world, man. The Illuminatis, whatever you will, they would call. So, just a quick video, man, just to come out with that a lot of people don't understand that their so-called government, and it's been hijacked. This is a whole new regime that these people will see in the near future. How devious and how wicked this regime is. President Trump is no more. He's pushing white supremacy like you've never seen before now, man. So this shit is getting real and real, man. So it's like, you know, keep your head on the swivel. All we got to do now is pray and watch, man. Watch as well as pray, because this thing is getting ready to heat up. They got Trump want military personnel all through the United States of America, and that's what that's telling you, that he's pushing for martial law, and they're going to do it, and they're going to push that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, in the same, you know, they're gonna push that thing, man, under the penalty of death if you don't take it. So they know. So they want to know who's gonna be on their who's gonna be with them. Oh, that's not good shit. So they want to know who's with them and who's not. So if you're not with the system or you're not down with the program, it's a high chance you're gonna get deleted in these up and coming days, man. So yeah, we're here, man. We're here. Like we've been telling you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, that all hell is getting ready to break loose, man. And actually it is. Jacob Trouble basically has just begun. And this is just the beginning. You know, the northern tribes are just going through it right now, but it's going to spread all through the tribes of Israel, man. You know, we warned you. We told you these things were coming, and this devil is showing his horns right now, man. He's showing you that he's the devil. And you got a lot of simple jakes that still don't want to believe that Trump is out to put your ass into slavery. You still got nigga Trump supporters pushing, yeah, Trump is doing this and that. You simple monkeys, man. You're going to be an easy target in that day. Easy, low-hanging fruit, man. So, we're here, man. Like, I know we keep sounding like a broken record, but this is it. This devil is getting ready to come down on us because he knows he has but a short time, man. And he's coming after the tribes. First, you know, that's for sure. You know, but it's going to be everyone. The whole United States is going to be under their surveillance, so to speak. Their, you know, this is going to be a surveillance nation where everybody's going to be watched, similar to how they got it over there in China right now, man. So, yeah, this thing is getting heating up. It's heating up real nice, man. He think he's going to outsmart the Most High by sneaking in his New World Order, by trying to be, you know, slick with it, but it's not going to work. This is all the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua using this devil to fool himself, man. You know? But that's all good, man. We're here, man, and that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing, man. So, you know, like we say, man, hey, we warned you, man. You people gonna know that a prophet was among you, telling you these things before they even happened. You know? That's why we're in the spirit of prophecy, man. You know, and that's to say before. And the spirit of prophecy is, you know, the spirit of Yahushua is the prophesy, man. You know, so with that, I'm gonna close out. I'm just, you know, in traffic, and that was on my mind. That was on the spirit about, first and foremost, it's the elites of this world that run this place, not your presidents and your governors and so on and so forth. There's someone above them. And they the one that pull the strings, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna have no fucking ICE, what you call ICE, running shit if they're not involved. This is all their show, man. So they're the ones that's pulling the strings on this thing. So we're closer than ever to the end of this so-called white man's kingdom going down, man. We can't wait. We can't wait. With that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Hashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the elect. Shalom.